The art and entering of a bouquet of 24 roses. Hello everyone, have you ever stopped to look at a bouquet of roses and feel that beyond their beauty there is something that simply does not fit? Perhaps the flowers are peeled up or, even worse, they wither 2 days after receiving them. I used to think that making a bouquet was simply gathering flowers and tying them with a ribbon, until I discovered that the flower design is a perfect mix of engineering and feelings. Today, I want to convince you that putting together a bouquet of 24 roses is not just a manual work, it is a form of visual communication that requires technique and precision. We are going to transform 24 stems into a true work of art. Number 1. The importance of number and data. First, let's talk about why 24 roses. It is not a random number. In floral symbolism, giving away 2 dozen means I'm thinking of you 24 hours a day. It is a message of total surrender. But for that message to last, we need science. Revealing statistical data, 80% of the success of a bouquet doesn't not occur in the base, it occurs at the preparation table. Most people make the mistake of leaving the levels low on the steam. Scientifically, if the levels touch the water, they generate bacteria that block the flower ducts, reducing its useful life by up to 40%. Therefore, the absolute cleaning of the lower third of each rose is our first non-negotiable step. 2. The master technique, the spiral. Now let's get into the technique that separates an amateur from a professional, the spiral technique. To handle 24 roses, we can just put them next to each other. The secret is in the angle. We take the first string rose and place the second cross on it at a 45-degree angle. Each time we add a new flower, we turn the bouquet slightly in the same direction. Why do we do this? 1. Volume prevents the bottoms from crushing each other. 2. Structure creates an internal skeleton that supports the weight. And 3. Aesthetics. In the end, if the technique is correct, the bouquet should be able to stand on its own on a flat surface. It is pure physics applied to botany. And the final touch and care. Once our spiral is ready, it's time to cut it. Technical data. Never cut the stream straight. The cut must be diagonal. This increases the surface area so that the rose absorbs water. It's like giving the flower a wider stalk so that it hydrates better under pressure. In addition, the tie point is crucial. It should be Be firm enough to maintain the shade, but not so tight as to strangle the conductive vessels of nutrients. A good florist knows that respect for the anatomy of the flowers is what guarantees its freshness. To close, I want you to remember this. Anyone buy a bouquet made, but building one of 24 roses requires patience, technique, and above all, enthusiasm. Next time you want to say something important or decorate a space, don't settle of the basics. Buy your roses, clean the stems, and boil that spiral. The satisfaction of delivering something made with your own hands is alone lasting as the fragrance of the flowers themselves. Thank, thank you very much for your attention. Bye.